You breathe out a gas you've never thought about. Then one day, it vanishes from the atmosphere. At first, nothing changes. But inside your blood, the balance that keeps you alive begins to crack. The very waste product your body produces is now being stripped away faster than you can make it. Over 7 days, your nerves, your heart, and your breath will all forget how to function. Not from poison, but from absence. 7 days without carbon dioxide. This is protocol CO20. Day 1. Carbon dioxide has vanished from the atmosphere. Every molecule gone. At first you notice nothing, but inside your blood, a chemical storm is already building. Your cells still burn glucose. They still dump CO2 into your bloodstream. Normally, it diffuses into the air in your lungs, but now that air holds 0 CO2. The gradient has become a chasm. Your lungs begin stripping carbon dioxide from your blood faster than your cells can produce it. Within hours, your blood pH rises. Respiratory alkalosis sets in. Your nerves, bathed in an alkaline environment, become hyperexcitable. Tingling spreads from your lips to your fingers to your feet. Muscles twitch without command. A crawling sensation moves across your skin, insects that are not there. Your brainstem, deprived of the CO2 signal that triggers inhalation, begins to falter. You pause between breaths. Not by choice. Your brain has stopped reminding you to breathe. Cerebral blood vessels constrict. Oxygen delivery to your brain drops. A dull headache presses behind your eyes. The world goes distant, muffled. Outside, plants starve in silence. Photosynthesis halts. Stomata open uselessly, waiting for a gas that will never arrive. Day 1. Alkaline Tide. The waste gas you've spent a lifetime exhaling is now the only thing your blood needs, and it's vanishing faster than you can replace it. Day 2. The alkalosis deepens. Your blood pH keeps climbing, and your nerves are losing control. The tingling has hardened into something worse. Your fingers curl inward without your command. Your thumb folds across your palm. You try to straighten your hand, but it refuses. Your forearm muscles contract and lock. This is tetany, the signature of severe respiratory alkalosis. Calcium is the culprit. Your blood still holds enough, but in an alkaline environment, calcium binds tightly to proteins. Free ionized calcium, the kind your nerves and muscles need, plummets. Without it, sodium channels open too easily. Neurons fire spontaneously and repeatedly. They never rest. Your hands lock into claws. Your feet arch downward. The muscles around your mouth tighten into a grimace. Your larynx can spasm, narrowing your airway. Every breath becomes a fight against your own throat. Your heart suffers too. Cardiac muscle relies on calcium. As it drops, electrical conduction falters. Your heartbeat stutters, a skipped beat, then a fluttering run that pumps nothing. You feel it in your chest, a hollow, irregular thumping. Outside, the oceans begin to shift. Surface waters, touching the CO2 void air, release their dissolved carbon dioxide. The seas slowly alkalinize. Plankton shells thin. The marine food web begins to dissolve at its base. But you are not watching the oceans. You are watching your hands curl into claws that no longer obey you. Day 2. The Tetany Grip. Your body is not shutting down. It is being hijacked, one nerve at a time. Day 3. Your hands are still locked. Your heart still stutters. But the most dangerous shift is happening inside your skull. Cerebral blood vessels are sensitive to carbon dioxide. When CO2 drops, they constrict. By day 3, the vessels feeding your brain have squeezed to a fraction of their normal diameter. Blood flow to the brain plummets. Neurons, starved of fuel, begin to falter. Synaptic transmission slows. You try to form a thought, but it slips away before you finish it. Your vision blurs at the edges. A gray fog creeps inward from your peripheral field. Colors fade. The world looks like an underexposed photograph. Your pupils respond sluggishly to light. The room seems darker than it should. Pressure builds behind your eyes, not from fluid, but from vessels desperately dilating to compensate. The headache is now a constant, throbbing presence. Each heartbeat sends a pulse of pain through your temples. Your balance fails. The vestibular system, deep in the brainstem, requires constant oxygen. As perfusion drops, its signals become garbled. The room tilts without moving. You reach for a wall that is farther than it appears. Across the planet, photosynthesis is dead. Chloroplasts sit idle in every leaf. Oxygen production has halted, though the atmosphere holds enough for millennia. You try to stand, but the wall slides sideways. Your own brain, starved and confused, is rewriting the geometry of the room. Day 3, Cerebral Constriction. Your blood is still flowing. It just isn't reaching the place that makes you you. Day 4. Your breathing slows, then it stops. The medulla oblongata, your respiratory pacemaker, uses CO2 as its trigger. With blood CO2 still crashing, the signal weakens to near silence. The pause between breaths stretches to 20 seconds. Your chest lies motionless. Your body forgets it was ever breathing. This is central apnea, a brainstem that has stopped issuing the command to inhale. While awake, you can force each breath by conscious will. But if you drift towards sleep, the override fails. Sleep becomes lethal. Your lips and fingertips tint blue as oxygen saturation falls. Your heart, already battling calcium chaos, now faces hypoxia. Arrhythmias multiply. Each skipped breath sends panic through a brain that feels itself suffocating, but cannot remember how to fix it. Day 4. The Apnea Horizon. You are not drowning. You are simply forgetting to breathe, and your brain no longer cares enough to remind you. Day 5. The heart has been fighting for days. Now it begins to lose. Calcium imbalance from the alkaline blood has destabilized every contraction. Ion channels that once fired in perfect sequence now misfire. The ventricles quiver instead of pump. A rhythm called ventricular fibrillation. Blood stops moving. Your pulse vanishes. Your brain, already starved of oxygen, now has seconds before consciousness collapses. The brainstem, failing, sends one last burst of disorganized signals. Your eyes fix on nothing. Your jaw slackens. You are still in the room, but you are no longer present. This is cardiac arrest driven not by blockage, but by chemistry. A heart that still wants to beat, surrounded by blood too alkaline to let it. Day 5. Cardiac chaos. The pump has not broken. The signal that drives it has become noise. Day 6. The heart is silent. The brainstem is dark, but your cells are not finished. Starved of oxygen, they switch to anaerobic respiration. Lactic acid floods your tissues. Your pH, alkaline for days, now swings violently acidic. A chemical contradiction no organ can survive. Your liver fails. Toxins build. Your kidneys shut down. Blood becomes a stagnant soup of waste. Your body temperature drops. Without circulation, heat cannot reach your skin. You are cold, pale, and waxy to the touch. The planet cools with you. Without CO2, the greenhouse effect weakens. Heat escapes into space, slowly, irreversibly. Day 6. The cold center. The chemistry that sustained you is now the chemistry that dismantles you. Day 7. The last cell has surrendered. No ATP, no impulse, no repair. The machinery that once burned fuel and exhaled waste is cold and still. Your blood rests at a pH no protein can function in. The enzymes that built every thought, every heartbeat, every breath are now denatured and silent. Your body is not broken. It is chemically impossible. The earth is quiet. The oceans are frozen sheets. The sky is a deep, empty violet. No plant grows. No wind moves. The planet that once held a trace gas at 0.04% has been reshaped entirely by its absence. The line between a living body and a dead world has blurred into nothing. Both are low-temperature, low-energy systems waiting for a spark that will never come. Day 7. Carbon dioxide zero. The gas is gone, the fire is out. So are you.